Hi everyone, I hope this video finds you healthy, safe, and maintaining your sanity with this quarantine crisis we are all in together. I wanted to do an instructional video because I thought that it would maybe be a little bit easier to visually see everything. And that way, if you had any nerves or confusion, if you were doing it right, I'll show you all the steps of how to mix everything and how to apply it to your hair that hopefully will make it easier for you. Before we get started, I want to suggest following my Instagram and Facebook page, which both are Styles by Summer. And if you want to follow the salon page, if you guys don't already, the salon Instagram is Lux Salon Like Mary, and their Facebook is Lux Salon. So before you mix to wherever you're applying your color, if it's in your kitchen, your bathroom, if you're worried about color dripping, go ahead and just lay down like an old towel, an old blanket. If you want to put one on the floor, you can as well, whatever you're comfortable with if you're worried about it. And as far as what to wear either a really old t-shirt or honestly nothing. When you go to the shower to rinse it off, it'll make it easier if you don't have anything on. But if you want to wear something, just wear an old t-shirt if you're worried about spilling. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm going to show you the steps of how to mix everything, and then we'll go from there. First, you're going to want to get a separate mixing bowl. An old Tupperware container will do. Once you have your mixing bowl, you'll want to put your gloves on to ensure your hands don't get stained. Once your gloves are on, you'll then take container number 1 and put it into your mixing bowl. You'll want to use your application brush to make sure you scoop out all of your color. If there's any color on the lid, you'll also want to scoop that into the bowl. After you've emptied number 1, you will then take container number 2 and pour it into your bowl. Take your application brush and thoroughly mix. You want a nice, creamy, smooth consistency with no lumps left in the color. If you have a small baking whisk, you can also use that, and it makes the mixing a little easier. To apply the color, you're first going to apply where your hair naturally parts to create your base for the next 2 sections. You want enough color to fully saturate, but not so much that you're going to work past your regrowth. After you finish your top part, you're going to make your second section by taking your brush from the top of your natural part and sectioning down to your ear. You'll want to first apply the color to the back section to help keep it from falling forward to your face, and then apply to the front. You'll repeat the same steps on the opposite side as shown. Once you have done that, you then want to apply around your face. If you want to put a barrier cream on to prevent staining, you can use lotion or a styling oil. Just avoid getting it in your actual hairline. Once you've applied to your front hairline, you'll then use the tail end of your brush to grab anywhere from 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch apart. Apply to the top of that section thoroughly to ensure coverage. Flip and apply to the other side, making sure to only apply to your new growth. If you have highlights, be sure to not overextend, as you don't want to overlap your lighter pieces. And you're just going to continue to do these steps all the way down. Once you've gotten to the bottom part of your section at your ear, you'll want to take the hair behind your ear, pull away from your face, and apply the color to the back side of your hairline. After you've finished your first section, you'll go ahead and pull your hair back down to meet back at your natural part. Repeat the same steps on the other side of your head. Once you've finished the front 2 sections, before getting to the back, I like to go back and apply again on my natural part and reapply a little around the front of my face, just to make sure I have fully saturated. It's especially nice to do this too if you have any stubborn grays. To start at the back, you will first cover the hair at the top of your head by your crown. Go ahead and separate your front 2 sections again by applying the color along the part lines of those sections. Applying to the back of your head is the hardest part, and honestly, just do what you can. You'll want to make a middle part section and apply your color to that line first. I personally myself usually just focus more so on the crown part at the top of my head when I'm applying my color myself. I do tend to overlap a little in the back just because it's harder to see how big or small your sections are, so don't freak out if you do. If you can set up mirrors in your bathroom to see the back of your head while applying, it does make it easier, especially if you're wanting to cover the entire head. But if you just want to focus on the crown part and not the entire back, that's perfectly fine too, as it's the most visible spot. If you wear your hair up though, you'll definitely want to make sure you saturate the bottom of your hairline along the nape of your neck. Once you have applied everywhere, use the tail end of your brush to just lightly smooth through your hair to avoid any tangles. Put your cap on and you're going to process 30 to 40 minutes. If you are just doing roots, when your timer has gone off, you can jump in the shower and rinse. You'll want to tilt your head back and rinse with your eyes closed while lightly scrubbing your scalp. If you are applying a glaze, you will be rinsing and shampooing only and towel dry your hair. If you are only applying your roots, you will shampoo followed by conditioning and you're all set. All right, and just like that, your grays are covered. You'll be good for another month and you'll feel a little bit better about yourself when you look in the mirror because you won't see all those shiners. So you can go ahead and style your hair as normal. If you want to blow dry it and then flat iron it, whatever your normal routine is, that's fine. Or go ahead and take advantage of the situation we're in. Just let it air dry naturally. That way it takes a break from the heat and it just gets kind of a rest. So you are all set. Glazers, we're on to you now. This is a little bit more of a messy part, but I'm going to get you through it, don't worry. After your shampoo, you will take your applicator bottle provided in your kit and you will mix containers 3 and 4 into the bottle. The opening is a little more narrow than I realized, so just do a slow and steady pour. Place the cap back on, lightly squeeze and cover the tip with your finger, and give it a good 5 to 6 shakes to mix. To apply your glaze, you'll want to put on a second pair of gloves and hop back in the shower. You're going to squeeze the bottle throughout your entire head while mushing it with your hands. You can also apply the color directly into your hands and disperse throughout your hair. I personally like to do both methods when I apply to myself, as I feel it gets the most of the product through the hair. After your glaze is applied, you will recap your hair and let process for 10 to 15 minutes. Hop back in the shower and rinse the same as root color, but only conditioning after. Rinse conditioner and you're finished. All right, Glazers, you are finally complete with your whole process. Thank you so much for allowing me to offer you a way to get your hair done during this tough time for everybody. I really appreciate your business. The salon really appreciates your business. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it made it easier for you. And I cannot wait to see you guys back in the salon. Take care.